Okay. So am I. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Late Night with Kettle Kitchen. I tried to catch you.
I knew what you were up to.
Oh, did you now? Hello, all of our wonderful friends. My screen says there are 0 people in here, but yet chat's moving.
We can see you.
I know. I love it. Again, I'm having wonderful computer problems, so we're just all going to have to get through it. In the meantime, hello, BLOO. Welcome.
Hello.
Are you ready to start?
Yeah, come on, let's go for it.
Okay, here we go. I'm just rocking out. Sorry, don't mind me. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. BLOO, again, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Always glad to see you.
It's good to be seen.
Let's say hi to everybody. We got Troy Sutton, who scraped on in really fast.
Yeah, he did.
TJ, Teresa Jukiewicz, thank you for coming in. That shady lady from over the pond, Blue Self-Reliance, is with us tonight.
Don't know about her.
Yeah, that ever so wonderful gentleman, Kettle Kitchen's in with us tonight, too.
He's a bit shady and all.
Yeah, but you're the boss, or at least that's what your cup says.
Hey, I got the cup.
Yeah, well, at least I'll never forget my initial, okay?
Well, you never forget what your name starts with.
Yeah. P. Then I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, Miss Nanny Tam is in with us. Hello, thank you for coming in. Our urban homestead Annette, our dear friend, thank you for coming in.
Yay!
We have Miss Rena LaRue. I hope the arm repair is on the mend quite well still. So thank you for coming in. And that's everybody.
No, it's not. Lynn the Okie.
Well, okay. Mine stopped. Did not go in. I told you I'm having computer problems.
Lynn the Okie.
No, I got it now.
Hello.
Lori prepping for heaven. Thank you for coming in. You're sorry to hear. You have a couple things to do. That's fine. Okay. No, Xander, I haven't seen again. He actually emailed me. He did show up to one live, and then boom, I didn't see him anymore. So I'm not sure what's going on with Xander again.
Okay.
Now, the last time it was because he was animal sitting. That's why he disappeared. Yeah. He didn't get a chance to tell anybody. So
yeah.
All right. Rena LaRue says she's struggling with getting range of motion, but otherwise it's doing okay.
Good.
Oh, Nanny Tam
Troy
says he's
dropped himself a whole tray of tomato plants.
Oh no!
They honestly, they bounce really well. I've found, because I've done it myself. You know, they do survive really well. They are such a hardy plant. They want to survive. Xander has the flea market this weekend. Of course he does.
Right there.
Of course he does.
Let her tell me. Can you talk for a second? I got to answer one question.
Okay, so we got hello, darling, from Milk and Honey Homestead, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, Canadian Family Life. Hello. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the big rummage sale that he goes to is pretty big for him. So yeah, it's not surprising. He's you know, not here. What is going on?
I have to get something for Jaden. There was a change of plans for the night, so give me 1 more minute, okay? Sorry.
Okay. So, hi, guys. What have you been up to? What you been up to? Has anything exciting been happening? Tell me. Oh, look, it's Tom Garvey. The keto cook has arrived. Dude, it's awesome. Yeah, Tony's having some, you know, fan moments. No worries, Annie. All good. Yeah, so my dessert video will be a few weeks away yet. I know. I've been teasing everybody because I've been on a bit of a journey this week. What I'm actually doing is I found that I was putting off doing things that had to be done because I was worried about filming them and I was overworking myself, overthinking it all. So I've taken a couple of months off from producing videos so I can just do my stuff. And then there will be videos. So unless I've actually agreed to a collaboration, there is nothing going on my channel right now.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi.
Okay, so I left off. There's Lindy Oki. Hello,
Yes.
thank you. Yes, and she does say 10 killer YouTube meetup is tomorrow. She is correct.
Yes.
Heather, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms is in with us. I also seen Mr. Tom Garvey, the keto cook, is in with us. Thank you for coming in, all of you guys. Oh, and Josh, Mr. Skinner Farms is in with us.
Awesome.
Okay, that's mine. Stop there. Did I miss anybody else?
No.
Okay. So I got
Troy, that's very sweet of you, love. Thank you.
Who?
Troy said something nice.
Troy's a nice guy. I like Troy. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for some show and tell?
Go on then.
Okay. So everybody knows on game night.
Yeah.
We've been playing our game, and it's kind of a modge podge of a bunch of things. Anyways, point being, those that have played the following week, I have a graphic that we put up for them, right? Okay. So I'll give you an example, okay? Miss Mouse Toes, here's her graphic, so you can watch it.
Okay.
Go, girl.
Oh, that's brilliant. Love that.
And then we have a new one for Miss Heather. This is hot off the press. Nobody has seen this one yet.
Has Heather seen this one yet?
Heather's not even seen it, and she's in the room to watch. So here we go.
I love that.
Cute.
I love that so much for her. Oh, wow.
Okay. Here's another one hot off the press nobody has seen. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
This is Michelle's Big Valley Living. Here's her new one.
I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen bee.
Oh, you're going to make me snort coffee out my nose.
Okay.
That's brilliant.
And then we fixed Ryan's. Are you ready to see Ryan's?
Yeah.
Where is it at, though? I got to find it. Oh, I had to take it off and redo it, so I'm going to download it. So give me just a second. That one I don't have to wait for. We can come back to that because I have another one while we're doing that. Here's mine, been revamped. So I'll show you this one.
Okay.
Oh my God. Josh, basically, you have to go over to Canva, I think, is where he gets most of them from, and then you just adapt them from there.
Who was asking?
Josh.
Yeah, all of them, all of these basically are on Canva, and I just input different things into it. So, but people enjoy it. Anyways, then we have Miss Stephanie's. Have you seen Miss Stephanie's yet?
No.
Okay, here's hers.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. And then everybody knows Ryan, right? Ryan is a pumpkin guy, correct?
Yeah.
Here's
Josh, Canva is actually standalone, and you can use it in a browser, mate. You don't have to have any apps or anything like that. You use it off the website. It's fine.
Yeah. You can use it on your phone as well. So
yeah.
What's that hanging? Uh-oh. Did I miss something?
I don't know. What's hanging?
I don't know. Troy says he loves the bee. Can you make him fart pollen, though? Hello, Grammy Jan. Thank you for coming in. We're glad that you were able to catch us. Okay, so the other one, well, we all know Ryan's the giant pumpkin grower, right?
Yeah.
Here's Ryan's revamped.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, now after all of that being said, oh yes, you're going to tell me something about chat. What?
Yeah, on yours, Tony, on the onion.
Okay, I'm going to go back and look at it. I don't want any dinglies, and if I have a dingly, I will remove that graphic and put a different one up. I've had to do that a few times, so. Take those.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, she's got it right there. Okay. So, what are you guys laughing about?
Laurie, dang, I walk away from the pooter and you decide to play all the themes I haven't seen yet. Laurie.
Oh, but you can come Tuesday because I'll be showing them again. But here's one I did specially for a very special friend. BLOO has never played this game, but I thought it would be nice
BLOO
to
is
get
getting
her
what little
own.
sleep she can get while you're
Right.
doing that. So, you know.
Well, now you have your own. So here's yours.
Aww.
You got your own now.
Oh my god.
It's even kind of your style of music compared to what I normally play.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Please tell me you like it, because if you don't, I'm taking it down.
Sheep. You know,
it's a dancing sheep doing this. Yeah, I like it.
Rex Arms thing.
I know.
Yeah,
well,
no, it's, I love it.
I can't help you with that. Sorry, that's the graphic I could find.
But yeah, no, she's awesome.
Okay, as long as you like her, I'm okay, and we're good. That's funny. Anyway, so I just thought I'd show those. I did. Having fun. Yeah. Oh, Tony didn't see my comment about his. Let me come up. Tony, you ain't here. Is the comment. I'm not sure what Satal is.
No. I can't figure that one. I'm usually pretty good at typo.
Say that again.
I said I'm usually pretty fluent in typo, but she's got
I
me
am
with
too.
it. Yeah.
I'm pretty good about it, and I've never seen that word, so I'm not sure what it means.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it has something to do with an onion.
That's what I'm trying to think. Play it again. Play it again.
Here we go. One more time.
Play it again.
Oh, wait. Is that mine? Isn't that the one we're worried about, the dingly thing?
Yeah, apparently. Just do it.
I'm Okay.
Okay.
That's his
Okay,
root.
I get the dangly comment.
That's
Okay.
his roots.
Roots.
It's the rootsy bit.
Did you see Troy? Just totally great.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Oh, brilliant.
Grammy Jan, Nanny Tam put your link out for you so everybody can go to your channel. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Tingly thing. LOL. That's funny.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was that. I just thought we'd take the night. We don't have anybody coming on with us. It'll be just you and I tonight.
Yeah. Huh?
You ain't that settle. It is misspelled.
Oh. Subtle. I think she means subtle.
I think subtle. And yes, you are correct. I am not subtle usually.
No.
Ask Glue. Ask Glue. Am I blue? Am I? I actually was going to say, ask Glue. Am I that buttle? Don't ask me why.
No.
You guys crack me up.
Yeah.
So anyways, Miss Blue is on a subtle hiatus.
I am on a bit of a hiatus. Yes.
But that's okay because
when I come back, everything will be very, very different.
It'll be different. Saying you ain't gonna miss her way,
No.
but it'll be different the way is presented.
Would
that be a better way? Okay.
Yeah. Things will be different in the way that they're being done. There will be a lot more content and it will be easier for me to keep up with. And that's the important part for me right now.
I think the key for everybody to understand is that when you're in a position like Blue is, I'm in the same position in a sense as far as disability, but not as drastic as Blue. I mean, I'm not trying to compare that part. But when you do get to a point where you have to readjust lifestyles, it is far more effective and efficient when you can make things work for you better.
Yes.
And this, from my understanding and yours, will put you in that position. So.
Yeah. So the little snippets that I'm giving you guys at the moment on like my community tabs and like Instagram and my other social media and stuff, of what I've done this week with the cheese making and everything, this is only like a very small amount of what I've been doing.
Right. Literally.
Literally. Like that series that I'm going to be able to put out will have 14 whole videos in it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just, and so that's 14 weeks of content just from the cheese making alone,
right? And
to the point of making the cheesecake. So there's a lot of stuff there that people don't realize I'm actually doing behind the scenes as well.
Right.
The point is that I'm trying to get the things done that I need to get done around the place. Like I haven't even started sowing my seeds yet. I haven't, done things like I need to make cleaning supplies. I haven't done that yet. I have got a lot of stuff on that I haven't done. But I need to get done. But I can't do if I'm doing one video at a time. I need to do things in a block and I need to be able to, edit and upload in a block as well. So I want to get all my jobs done and then I'll be able to release videos, in a more scheduled way.
Right.
And have several weeks of content ready to go that I don't need to worry about if I go down for a week or two or something like that. So yeah,
and I think, when you really, I'm trying not to divulge anything, but let me do it this way. I think the importance is better use of your time. I think that's the better important.
Yeah, I think definitely better use of my time, and staying on top of things, because it is difficult, as you said. Like, when you do have disabilities and stuff, you do have to adjust what you're doing, and they don't always say stay on the same level either.
Right.
So when you're trying to deal with that on a daily basis and deal with running your house and deal with everything else, you know, it's difficult to try and go, oh, well, I've got to do this at this, because I tried to get myself into a routine of it and say, right, I do filming and editing in the morning, and then everything else gets done in the afternoon. But what was happening was that I didn't get the stuff done around the house that I needed to get done, and I wasn't getting the garden done, and I was only doing little tiny bits of this and that, because by midday I'm kind of wiped out.
Right. Well, and the other thing is by blocking the way you're looking at doing, I think that will produce an end result, better product, more videos, more content, and it will allow you to not overwhelm yourself theoretically.
It also gives me room,
right,
to, if I need to, I can, if I want to, I can go away for a week.
Right.
You know, I don't need to worry about videos due on whatever day, and I can't be away on that day and all of this kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, for me, it's starting at the beginning.
Right.
And going as I mean to go on. But it's also giving me room to sit back for a week, or, you know, concentrate on the stuff that I need to do outside of YouTube stuff, because I need to do that.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. The other question I'm sure will come along at some point in time, so I'll just throw it out there. There will be access to your existing videos currently with your new format. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're not going anywhere. It's just the new format will be coming in. The new, you guys who've been watching have noticed that my editing style has changed.
Mm-hmm.
My filming style has changed. It's made it easier for me.
Right.
And, you know, that's what I've been doing, is learning and finding the style that works for me. Personally, I think that what I've come to at this point is what I'm happy with. And that will continue in that kind of vein. So, yeah.
So, Grammy Jan, if you scroll back up, Teresa Jude, she just posted it again. So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I read the first one she sent, and I was like, I don't know what is blood channel. You tell me.
That is not the first time people says that, you know, like I get called that quite a lot. And I've always been called it when I was on Twitch and I was on other social media and stuff as well. Right. Because people get it confused. So yeah, and also
I know on you
always.
I know on YouTube, if you go into it and you type BLOO and you thumb hit it the wrong way, Blood Reliance channel pops up. And I'm assuming that's somebody that's relying on a blood transfusion or something.
Wow.
I didn't want to know what it meant, but I knew it wasn't you. So
wow.
Yeah. Anyway. So I mean, you know, I think people will like the way your change is going to go. So I think
so. And you've got to remember as well, this means that you guys get more content.
Right.
Yes, there's nothing for a couple of months, but there's going to be a lot more content coming out. You know, so I do have a video that's coming out on the 30th because that has been booked in. I've also got one for Mountain Grandma's Healthy Snacks, I think, collab that's coming out next month. So, you know, I do have a couple of things coming out. meanwhiles, but for the majority of what I'm doing, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Right. And then we got Jam It Up June and Jar It Up July coming up very fast too. So.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's going to be fun.
Tom Garvey, I am so glad you're ready to go again. He got a third gel shot to the knee, so he's ready to go again.
Gel shot. Is that the one where they replace your cartilage with the gel?
You have to ask him.
I just did.
I know, but I am not repeating that word right now.
What'd I do?
Nothing. You didn't do anything. Patty's trying to help me. You didn't do nothing.
Hi, Patty.
We'll tell. Blue says hi.
Hello.
Leanne, Mennonite Farmhouse has just jumped in. And yes, Tom said, you are correct.
There's actually a reason I'm asking Tom, because my son shattered his knee 3 times. Okay, so Bam, who people see in my videos every now and again, who is my eldest son, he's 32 years of age, when he was 10, got hit by a car. And he's had issues with his knee ever since. He's broken it 3 times. But most of the issue that he has is from the cartilage, because it literally shattered, and he has to every now and again have a piece removed. Now, he's been told, because he actually needs a knee replacement, but they won't do it because he's only 32. So he has to live without that. But I saw the whole gel thing, and I was wondering if it's possible for him, if that would work for him, sort of like until he needs to do that. So I'd love to talk to you about that another time, if that's okay, Tom. Sorry. I just completely took over Tony's life then. Sorry.
Here. I'll make.
Oh, sod off. Don't be dick.
You're funny.
Good grief. Oh, swappy coffees, man. All right. Why don't you let Tom come in the live?
Do what?
Annie. Only took 7 months to get it. Wow.
Yes. Well, Michelle, you can come in here too.
Yeah.
Tom can come in here too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and just do this? Dun, 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 dun.
What have you done? What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Nothing to worry your little heart about. Nothing. Why do you automatically assume I've done something wrong?
Because I know you.
You don't know me that well.
Yeah, I do. You're up to something.
Okay, I'm putting that up there to people who have been in before. You are invited to join us up on.
Yes, Lynn, it is nighttime here. It's 4:30 in the morning. Love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michelle's just started dinner.
So?
Troy says, I'm trying to start a channel, but having difficulties with my TPI comprehending how to produce videos from my phone. Probably it's a software thing and you need to get an app for it.
Right.
There are several apps that you can get. Some of them, if you use them for free, they tend to have a watermark of the company name of the app that you're using. But apart from that, they're pretty easy to use and fairly cheap.
Just a hair.
I'm not sponsored or affiliated, but the one that I use is Power Director, and I've never had an issue with it.
Right. So anyways, that invitation is to anybody that's been on the show before. I don't want to bring any new people up. So if I don't let you in and you're new, then you understand why. I'm very protective on who comes up here, and for very obvious reasons. So the invitation.
Yes, we don't want any strange people wanting to have a sausage party, because it ain't happening, okay?
Why'd you have to go there?
Well, I'm just saying, we don't got no ketchup. Just saying.
Okay.
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 Right.
Anyway. Saying.
Yeah.
Anyways, Michelle's in with us. Should we show her hers?
Yes.
Okay. You tell me when she says, yes, I'm ready. Because I want her to see it.
Yeah, TJ, I've seen it happen. So, you know. Yeah. Michelle, if you're around, we've got your theme. You want to see it? That threw me completely out of chat. Whoa.
She could be doing dinner too, you know.
Well, she's there. She said that threw me completely out of chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not reading it because I'm getting ready for her to say yes.
Okay. The fire station near me had a small fire today. Come up and tell us. Come up and tell us all about it. The link is in chat. Scroll up, scroll up.
Oh, the fire. I'm just reading it now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Annette, yes, I will be bringing back the pantry lives, but because of the time of year, we decided we were going to wait until later in the year and bring those back. It actually is one of the questions I got for everybody tonight, but we'll wait on that. I guess Michelle doesn't want to see hers, so.
She's probably busy.
And I don't see Heather jumping up or Michelle jumping up or, you know.
Would you like a can of worms, dude?
She's having, yes, you're welcome, Annette. She's having internet issues, it looks like.
Oh, switch devices again, hoping to reconnect. Yeah. Oh, bless you.
So while we're waiting on that,
Heather makes me chuckle.
Oh, my invitation blew her up. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not sure how to interpret that.
Well, you know.
I'm not sure I need to interpret that.
No, I don't think you need to.
Okay. Oh. Heather doesn't want to join us, so that's fine. We understand.
No worries.
It's okay, I guess.
Len says, please explain the pantry thingy.
Oh, I was going to. I seen that, and then I sidetracked myself. So what we did was we started a pantry challenge a couple of years ago, and then we changed it to a different amount and different people, and we wanted to approach how to set up your pantry from different angles. Now, the way I set up my pantry is different than the way that Michelle sets up her pantry, which is Michelle from Big Valley Living. And it was also different than Angela, the Inquisitive Farm Wife. So we were coming at it from three different ways. At some point in time, somewhere in the future, I have no timeline, so don't ask me because I don't know what it is. Tiffany from Mud Mascara is intending on trying to come back to be a part of that. And then the four of us will come at it from four different angles, okay?
Yeah, because I'll be asleep.
You'll be asleep. We've already talked about that, yes.
Because I need to sleep sometimes.
Yes. Michelle, I made new graphics for game night, and yours has been changed. That's what I want to know if you want to see it.
Yeah.
anyways, on the pantry thing, we'll be coming back once probably more around September to October, somewhere in there. We'll start them back up, and hopefully we'll be able to get through a whole entire year of how we how we attained that goal. That's what I'm saying. Nanny Tam, the intention is yes, but I can't say yes or no. Uh-oh. Now we're really in trouble.
Why?
It's Tom Harvey, the keto. Hi.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
So far so good.
Yes, I love hearing that. That's great news.
Yeah, the first time they did it, it was a question of my age, but what I did was I broke my leg.
Right.
Back in 2014, they put screws in it, but in my ankle don't go all the way up. So cut to the chase. If they did a knee replacement, okay, I would still have the pain.
Yeah.
Basically. So the doctor said, well, you know what? They got these gel shots. Let's give this a shot, see what happens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
I had a hard time with my insurance company getting it through. It was like almost ridiculous.
Yes.
But the first one, I got in the car, Marie says to me, hey, Phil. I said, I ain't saying nothing, but I don't have any pain. So all the way home, I'm going, shh. All the way home.
Oh, wow.
And then they did three in a row. And Wednesday, I got the last one. So, yeah.
And you've done okay the whole time since you got the first one?
I've been just taking my time with everything. I'm not rushing,
Good.
That's awesome.
This is sort of like the last hurrah type of thing. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
So I would assume, just like other people I've heard, third time is the last time they usually do it. It either works or it isn't gonna work.
Right. Yeah. And he showed me, like the X-rays. They did MRIs and X-rays and stuff like that. And what they said was my one side, my outside knee was like this. The inside, where all the pain is, was like that.
Yeah.
So you have little to work with.
Right.
Got it.
But he gave 2 shots on one side, and then they gave the other. My knees were black and blue, but they gave the shot on the other side where the pain was. And I tell you what, it opened up. I went, oh boy! But so far so good. So,
well, I'm happy to hear that. So.
It's a learning curve too, you know what I mean? Because you can't just take advantage of okay, I'm good now. Let me go. I don't jog, so let's get that square.
Okay. Are you playing handball next week or something?
Exactly. No, I watch it. I'll watch it.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Blue, how you been? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm actually okay. I did.
Yeah, it's really nice when you take. It's real nice when you take a vacation and just stop doing everything. I get it.
Yeah.
But you know what? You need to do that every once in a while. You need to just stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get so caught up to things. So as I got back into the swing of things again, trying little videos here and there. Yeah.
What?
Spaghetti squash. And a big and a butcher's knife bit me.
Well, the butcher knife won. We see that.
Yeah.
I got a little boo-boo.
Yeah.
I got that one off my cleaver yesterday.
My wife says to me,
I got a little boo-boo too. Oh, sorry. No,
wrong one. Yeah, that's why I say we're over there. We got to go over there.
Okay, Michelle wants to see this, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
Hi.
Were you here to see this earlier, Tom? Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go, Michelle. Hopefully you're ready, because here goes your graphic.
I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen bee.
It's simple. There's nothing to it, but
it's awesome.
Well, what started it was Carly from Stephanie's daughter from Stephanie Diabetic Large Family Cooking. Her daughter said, one night, I think it was when Michelle and her were playing against each other or something like that, she had made the comment that she's the queen and she knows it or something like that. So she's the one that generated that to come out that way. So
that's awesome.
Tony,
I need
what's
to
up?
do
How
one.
are you doing? Didn't you have something? You had something you were saying that you couldn't go on or something? You had a problem or a neck problem or
Me?
yeah.
Oh, him. We
It's
need to
been-
wrap
it was-
him up in bubble wrap, dude.
Oh no,
Seriously.
no. BLOO and Heather already sent me a lifetime supply of human bubble wrap. Okay. We'll see how that works. Okay. It's kind of like you know, once the injection works, we'll just not talk about it. But I have so back in, oh Lordy, this is a story. Back in 94, I was working at Jiffy Lube. Now, mind you, 94, I'm only 24 years old. Okay. Long time ago. Anyway, so I was working in Jiffy Lube. I was underneath a truck changing an oil filter. Oil filter dropped down. Now, mind you, when you're draining that oil's dripping everywhere. You know, you try to catch as much as you can, but you don't catch it all. Landed onto the footstool I was on. I went to go turn, and when I did, I slipped and landed right on my back on the oil filter on the grates that I was on. Okay. Move forward. That was 92. So in 94, I had back surgery.
Oh, okay.
Well, I ended up having 2 rods and 2 pins put in my spine. Okay. As time has gone on, you know, I at the time the doctor said he what was it, a 15%? 15% chance of ever walking again. But I was in so much pain. To me, 15% versus dealing with what I had was the option I had. I had to do something. I ended up with a lot of nerve damage, which I still have to this day, and I probably will the rest of my life. In transition of going through all of that, I'm almost in refusal of having another surgery because now it's even less. I think it's only 5% chance they're giving me. And they'd have to go through my stomach, which means move all my body parts around. I'm not okay with that. They were set where they're at for a reason, is what I'm looking at, you know.
Right.
Now, I'm not trying to be a snowflake or a wuss or anything like that. I understand women have other surgeries that move their body parts around. I get that. I'm kind of the guy that
nothing, dude.
No, you didn't have to. I just looked at your face and my brain's like, wait a second, you don't be a snowflake about this because there are people that have okay? And I get that. Here's the way I look at it, though, in all honesty. In comparison to, I've dealt with this since 94. It sucks. I don't like it. Almost if it's so what I'm all over the place with this, and I apologize, but it's trying to get all the information out. In the end of it, I have constant back pain. I now have degenerative disc disease around my vertebrae, which are barely holding on. I've contracted sciatica on both sides as well now. And if it's not my back, it's left or it's right. It's always something every day, and it's never everything all the time, except for those 2 weeks when it was in my back, in my shoulder, and down my leg.
Jesus.
That's where I was at. And the first time it happened, I sat in this chair trying to get some comfort. I couldn't even sit here for 5 minutes. I had to stand up. I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to sit through a live and do that.
I know exactly where you're coming from.
Right. And so the second one wasn't that severe, but it was in my shoulder. And every time I moved, it twinged my back. And so it was just as bad. Today I'm sitting here moving and everything's hunky dory. So, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
The guys in the band said to me, well, I'm moved on to another band from the original one I was with, where it has happened. I actually stepped up onto the stage, and when I stepped, because my foot doesn't go 90 degrees, I stepped wrong.
Yes.
And backward, I'm off the stage. And went. They were calling me the Willindas for a while, the Flying Willindas falling off the stage. But now the casino where I played, I had told them 2 weeks ago that we had another band with might be coming in, whatever, blah blah blah. He said, yeah, he said probably more about a month. He said this way I can build a fence around the stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said I feel the love,
Yeah. I get it. Anyway, so that's where my problem was. I mean, and for usually what normally happens is I can go 2 or 3 days. Well, again, here we are back to the strategic planning and way my lives are set up. They're so that I have a break in between. I don't think there's any way I could do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's no way I could do all my lives that way. Nor do I want people to get stuck with that, because it gets boring watching the same person all the time. It does. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did it that way so that it would buy me some time. Unfortunately, for those two, it was 2, 3, 4 days long. And ask BLOO, because I talked to her almost every day. There was days I just wasn't even talking to her because I went to bed. So
it's a shame. It really is. And then, what's the alternative? I mean, really, they told me out of the 7 months, 4 months, I couldn't walk.
Right.
Not in a row, but I did this 3 times to my knee, 3 different times.
Right.
In that 7 months, go to rehab and have rehab and all that bull crap. So, anyway.
Well,
other than that,
and after you do it for 7 months, that becomes
again.
Right. But after 7 months, that becomes you're tired of it by that time.
Yeah.
So when they even if they even brought up about replacing the knee, I told them flat out, no, I ain't going to do it.
Right.
That's another 6 to 8 months.
Right. Yeah.
And my wife wanted to change her name, for crying out loud. I said, "You're only in the next room. I know you can hear me. Please leave me alone."
That's hilarious. So anything new going on? Anything new going on other than your knee doing better?
No, we're just like I said, I'm getting back, laying around. I gain a little weight. It's all right to have this and have that. So I got to work on that. Get back into it. Some changing things up a little bit with keto.
Mm-hmm.
And also with the Sunday dinner chef, I'm going to go a different way with that. I'm doing a lot of collabs, international collabs with that channel.
Yeah.
Oh,
for some reason, and I'm finding that really interesting.
Good.
I've actually really enjoyed watching them because it's
I've only seen 2,
and I love watching different.
Yeah, I got Cambodia coming up, and what the hell,
Really?
Yeah, I got a Cambodia. I got another one coming up in I can't remember the date of it, but Lebanon.
Ooh.
So
Lebanon.
all these different.
Lebanon has some amazing food.
Yeah, but you know what, BLOO, I'm having a hard time finding other than street food.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's basically all I see is stuff, with street food. I wanted to get more into, like regular, like the dining,
traditional food.
Yeah, traditional stuff. And it's hard to find. Like I said, with Cambodia, that was a lot of different street food, but that's a conglomeration too, of different stuff. So it's fun. It really is.
So what do you? So I guess I'm not following. Is this collaborations you've been invited to, or these?
Yeah, I've been invited. It's foods from around the world. Cooking Secrets for Men, Charlie.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, he's involved in it, and there's some people from London.
Mm-hmm.
There's also people from I think I'm pretty sure India.
Well, now, okay, keep talking. I'm going to go look it up now.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. But what happened was it was through Charlie that I got invited with it, and in the beginning, they invited me in from the keto cook side of it.
Yeah.
And I said, I can't do that justice because I can't say it's keto and it's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly.
Difference.
There's actually a blog that I could follow. That's a Lebanese. There's a woman who's Lebanese background, what have you. And I follow her, and that's her blog. She's just got it under her name. I can send you that if you want.
Yes, please.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, please. Because like I said, you can YouTube everything. As far as looking at different but it mostly comes up street food. Why? I don't know, but
Yeah. Okay.
What is the name of it? Go ahead.
And what they did was this group come up with different hashtags. This one coming up tomorrow is hashtag Love Our Heart.
Oh, okay. I seen the video for that. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of other people that put stuff up and everything. And I know September. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think August we're doing Belize also.
Oh, so each month you guys are taking a different country.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I love that. That is brilliant.
So, it's kind of funny you said that because Ryan and I are getting. It was supposed to be May. It's probably not going to be May. Probably June, I think. Which same time I have Jam It Up June, so I'll have to reconsider that. I think maybe. Anyways, point being is we're wanting to do plates around the world, and depending on your channel name, regardless of where it's at, like Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, you could take the T, the G, the K, or the C, and pick a country with that, starting with that initial, and make a dish from that country.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Also, I remember you talking to me about that.
Right.
And here's the thing: what I like how they structure this thing, and it made me feel pretty good about it. Rather than doing it like from a 7-day period, okay, they do it all on one day. All right.
Oh,
they start at 8:30 in the morning. It's all Eastern time. All right. Mm-hmm. They started at 8:30 in the morning. And every, I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes they give you. Okay. And they pull up the next one. So mine's 11:30 every time I do it. 11:30 West Coast time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. 8:30 West Coast time, 11:30 East Coast time.
East Coast, right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we go by. So every time I put something up, it's at 11:30.
Oh, you pre-set it up to schedule to go out at 11:30.
And this one coming up tomorrow, I think there's 13 people in it, 13 different people. So it starts at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time,
right?
And it'll go to 3:34, maybe 5 o'clock.
Wow,
for everybody else. So everybody gets the shot in the same day to come down with it. So.
Right. I think it's a good idea because I think one of the things, at least from a personal experience, that is lacking, and I find myself, we all have it. And you guys can tattle on your own selves because I know I do it, and I know others have talked about doing. You binge watch things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When I go to bed at night, I'm watching Oriental street food, and then I go to bed with rain in my ear. That's when I go to bed with. Okay. But the point is that what I'm just telling you, I came into this from the binge watching. There is so much intriguing food that's out there that we don't even know about. We have no experience or exposure to that really does seem simple to make if you just make it,
Right. Yeah. And everybody's got the I'm just happy to watch channels that people cook. Okay.
Right.
I deep down in my bones, I feel like we're losing the younger people to cooking, to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Everything my wife cooks is from her mother and from her grandmother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that tradition, and it just right now, like I told her, boom, it stops.
Right.
Nobody else wants to do it. So, but this stuff around the world, I feel, and you know what? It's so close.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm getting the finger from BLOO or if she's
not yet.
Leon
just said something about doing a collaboration on like farm foods.
There. That's a good idea. Actually, it is.
I didn't want to get it lost because I love that.
Farm foods.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So define for me farm foods though. And I'm not being facetious or a smartass.
Garden to table, slow food. It's basically what I've been doing all week, right? So you want a cheesecake, you got to make the cheeses.
From scratch is what you're really going to.
You got to go and get the eggs.
Make the biscuits, do the things, do the whole thing. Go to woe. Yeah.
80 got it right. The whole idea, I find it like a lot of the Middle Eastern foods and stuff like that with the flatbread. Okay.
Yes.
And what they had they put stuff in, like a kebab. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So to me, that's has a little curve to a taco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so relatable. I mean, it's just like,
Well, I think the benefit you have, it's just like, we would have the taco night, once in a while. But when I really, since I've started YouTube, it's almost like with everything. It's how Noodle November evolved into what it did. It's how Jam It Up June, at least from my perspective, has evolved. It's Pies of March has evolved. All of those collabs that I do. Think outside the box. What else can you do with a tortilla shell?
Yeah.
What else can you do with a jam, a bottle of jam or a bottle of jelly? What else can you do with noodles and pasta and all that stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. And the whole idea of it is to get people cooking, to watch it. It's a big community out there. It really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they need proper videos too, and proper cooking.
Yes.
There's a lot of these shorts and stuff and TikToks and stuff out there that are chucking everything in a pan.
Yes.
In a foil container. And
Please do not repeat that sound ever again. Thank you.
That okay.
Okay.
B, it's not cooking properly. It's not cooking properly. Nothing's cooking properly. So if you're forcing, if people are learning that way of cooking from you who've never cooked before and they think, oh yeah, that's really easy, I can do it.
Right.
And then they either get food poisoning from it or it tastes like cuck.
Cuck.
It's going to put them into a place of, I failed, I've done it wrong. So automatically, they don't want to cook anymore.
Right.
So if you've got proper cooking from go to woe with proper instructions, people are going to want to do that. It's going to encourage people to cook, not push them away.
You and I. Go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
I turn around and I look at my grandsons. Okay, one's he's going to be 22, and I almost had him. I almost had him hooked with cooking and stuff. Mm-hmm. I gave him some utensils to use and stuff like that, and he started taking off with it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom! Like everything else, pushed it to the side. Okay.
Yeah.
The younger guys, he's 15. He might, you know what I mean? He's the guy that'll turn around and just start doing it. But after them guys, I feel like it's lost.
Yes.
In my family.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's actually taken us 2 generations. Yeah. We're now on the 4th generation, but it's taken 2 generations to become so entirely, reliant on ready meals. Easy cook. Not having to cook at all. Restaurants and takeaways and all this kind of stuff. It's become 2 generations to be cut, and that's frightening.
It is.
That it's taken that little time to the point where now you've got grandmothers who've never cooked, so kids now have never had that opportunity.
I love Tom's chuckle, but you're right. It's just I love his chuckle. That was good.
It's true though.
Yeah, it is 100% true. I mean, everybody walks around with their fingernails like this and say, oh, "Come on, let's go get something to eat."
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what? I mean, my nails aren't awful, but I don't.
I guess we all came from the same upbringing, stuff like that. I remember when freezers were allowed. You could actually go buy a freezer and bring it home. And it was like sponsored by Bird's Eye. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Frozen vegetables. You had the package where you would buy all these things. And I remember staring at it. Wow, everything's ice cold. Where's the ice cream? And it was at home, and then just cooking. But see, when growing up in my family, my grandmother, she boiled the hell out of everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was a lot of that going on back then, wasn't there?
And boiled the spare ribs, and then my dad would take them out and put them on a hibachi. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought barbecue sauce was the taste of lighter fluid. You know what I mean? That's how I grew up.
That's old school, right there.
Yeah. I mean, he would have a flame little hibachi. Yeah, I mean, but that's
we used to get like my brother-in-law, he wanted to do the barbecue thing, and so for him it was for when he did it, we always got cremated, and I mean cremated ash charcoal sausages to make sure that the middle was cooked.
Hey, everybody's got to learn how to cook with briquettes once in a while, okay?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. But I mean, that ruined me for life. I mean, just
it was great when Burger King came out with flame broiled, because I mean, I got the flavor, but it wasn't the black. Okay,
I think I was the only happy guy that when they come out with a gas grill, I was happy for it. You know what I mean?
There you go. Oh, that's so funny. And there again, like I said, I feel like we're the last of the Mohicans, but that's why I like to doing these collabs, even with you, Tony. I mean, every collab I was in with you, I enjoyed doing it, because you know what? I love having you there, because you're a different perspective, and you're the kind of person. How do I manipulate what I do to fit that? Yeah. Or how can I take that and manipulate it to fit what I need it to do? Now, what I love, I'm really ecstatically intrigued, because now you can't use that crutch, Mr. Keto, because now you have the Sunday Chef Show, okay? Right. I'm trying to wait for you to get in some of these collabs as that channel.
Do you know I caught a lot of backflack for that?
And I don't get it, because I understand your whole reasoning behind it. Yeah.
I mean, geez, all I'm trying to do is, like I told my wife, I says, you should see some of the cookbooks. In fact, I'm going to bring them up one time, how I wrote stuff down. Okay.
Right.
A Chinaman couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
The way I wrote this stuff out. You know what I mean? All on sides of the pages and stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm just trying to basically go what's in my mind. All right. Mm-hmm. And make it from a fancy restaurant setting.
Right.
To home. Sunday dinner. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sunday dinner. Yep. Nobody sits around a table anymore for a Sunday dinner.
Yeah, what's with that?
Yeah, I think that's lost. I think that's a lost. And if they do, they're like this.
I've always wanted to have the kids come over on a Sunday and have Sunday dinner. At least then I know they've had one decent meal during the week. Do you know what I mean?
That's the truth.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't care as long as they've had something.
Yeah, it's.
Alien, you take it easy, darling.
But I think the bad part with you getting guff, we'll use that word, for doing that, I think it's really unfair, because I think there was another side of you that I thoroughly have looked forward to seeing, because I know you know how to cook food.
Yeah.
Sometimes admit it, please, for the exclusive on Kettle Kitchen Friday night. Some of the taste is lost, because you have to adapt it a different way. That doesn't mean everything is. It doesn't mean there's no flavor in it. I don't mean it that way.
Yeah.
If you can't cook the normal way, you do lose some of something, right?
Yeah, you do. I mean,
it depends on where you work. It depends on where you worked as a chef as well. Like some places, there could be 5 people involved in doing what you're doing, and then all of a sudden at home, you're the only one.
Right.
Okay, so if you've got someone on the grill, someone on sauces, someone on veg, someone on this, someone on that, someone plating up, someone shooting it out. There's a lot of different people involved with it, so it's not just you doing go to woe, which is what you're doing at home.
Right. And you know what, BLOO? Also, people don't realize. Okay, when you're working in a restaurant, especially my restaurant that we had, people would come up and say, "Hey, do you know how to cook German food?" No, I have a seafood restaurant. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I'll make a Wiener Schnitzel lobster for you. How about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, people don't realize that you have the same menu night after night after night after night.
Yeah.
And that's why you have specials, because if you have a salesman comes in and has a fish special or something like that, so that would go on the board. But normally it's just the same menu over and over and over again. Right. So
Annie from our Urban Homestead said, quite happy to organize a cooking from scratch collab if anyone's interested.
That sounds good to me.
It depends on which month it is for me. That's the only. I got my hands full kind of right now, but
when I was growing up, my uncle, actually my godfather, he lived in Long Island. He would come out to our house in Jersey and pick me up. All right. And we'd go back into the city. And I was like 11 o'clock at night, and we walked down the street and went into this, and they were making bagels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like 11:30 at night. We're going to have a bagel. This is crazy. You know, I lived out in the woods in Jersey. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So, but then he would cook, and he would like do a ham. He would score the ham, and he would put the cloves in it. Okay. And had it all perfect for the next day.
Wow.
And I'm saying this guy's doing this all at night. You know what I mean? On a weekend, right? And then Sunday was dinner. Okay, we sat down and everything was perfect.
Right.
You know, from a little kid. You know what I mean? And that stuck with me the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think I was like 13, maybe 14 years old. I worked at a Forest Gate Country Club. Okay, and the chef took a sizzle plate from the broiler and threw it across the room into the sink where I was washing dishes. And went into the sink in the water. And I went, whoa. And I picked it up out of the sink and I threw it back at him. Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
The next weekend I came into work, he brought me up online. I was the fry cook. 14 years old. And that's how it started. That's exactly how it started.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have this piercing up here. It hides a scar.
Mm-hmm.
From where I had a fry pan thrown at my head off the grill because I refused to cook the restaurant's owner's parent green veal. This stuff was literally walking back out the fridge by itself. His parents had come over from Italy. I refused to cook it. He threw the pan at my head.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very temperamental back then they were.
Oh, yeah.
Very temperamental.
So now I have a piercing to hide the scar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, see, everybody right here, everybody thinks that when I drink, okay, my pinky's out.
You're that way.
Yeah. I'm that way. Well, that was a knife. Bang. Cut the tendon, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You have to. That's why I say, even with this, I'm going to be 70 years old. You know, you still got to respect the knives.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention when you're doing. I feel we're losing it, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I've got odd-shaped fingers where I've sliced enough to the point where I've lost bits. You know, that one. You know what? That one, I sliced the entire corner of my finger right off. We'd had 3 staff members leave. It was New Year's Eve. We had 2 of us to run a service for 200 seats. So it was a double setting. The first lot at 5 o'clock, second lot at 8 o'clock. And, you know, we had to go through. I could not leave. I couldn't leave. I should have gone to the hospital. I didn't. And I'm sitting there doing my work all night, having to change my glove because I was bleeding so hard every 5-10 minutes because it was literally filling with blood the whole night.
Yeah, even my grandson said to me, "Oh, maybe I'm thinking maybe I'll go to culinary school and like that." I said, "No, don't waste your time. You're never gonna make it. You'll never make it.
No.
It's not in your DNA to do that anymore."
It takes a certain type of person, and it's got to be someone who is not thin-skinned.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot be thin-skinned.
We have a sapphire, diamond, and pearl.
Hey, Miss Linda.
I agree with you guys. I mean, if you're going to go through the process of culinary school, it almost comes across. Now, there are some times that isn't always the case, but I would say probably 98% of the time, it's got to be in your DNA or it isn't going to work out.
Even culinary school nowadays have changed. I mean, it's all about business. It's the business end of it. They give you very little bit, mix some sauces and stuff like that, you know, and then out you go. And it's more along the business stuff.
Right.
Out here in Vegas, I mean, you see these hotels, they're constantly looking for help, kitchen help and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. See, over here and in Australia, they basically you have to get an apprenticeship.
Really?
So it works on an apprenticeship basis, and then you go to college 1 day a week, and it's paid for by the restaurant or whoever you're working for. It's paid by them as part of your apprenticeship.
See, and I believe in that.
Yeah. I believe in that.
Yeah,
because I think paying 150,000 for something that, you know, isn't giving you what you need to go out there,
right,
you know, is ridiculous. And yes, there should be more involved with the business side of stuff. I think people need that, but I think you gain that if you're in an apprenticeship, because you start at the bottom, you work your way through, and you go through the different sections. Every year is a different section of the kitchen, and you have to do it from there.
But there's nothing wrong with that, because I think the experience you gain in that, you know, if you're there for 5 years and you go through 5 different lines, okay, your experience is not going to be the same you get in the 1.5 year at culinary school.
Yeah, I mean, that's all about the money. I mean, that's, you know, you don't really learn that much from that. Okay, the thing, see, when back in New Jersey, you had to go every 6 months to get requalified as far as health. You know, with temperatures and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, you really had to pay attention to that end of it, because they can shut you down in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
That's more business end of it, rather than learning how to cook. I learned to cook from Italian food from an Italian chef right from Naples, right off the boat. Oh. Yeah, I think my name was Son of a Bitch. I think that's what my name was.
Yeah. I did most of my apprenticeship in.
And don't complain when I don't complain when I title the emails I send to you as Summoner, okay? I don't want to hear one word about it.
But I learned a lot from that guy, and we actually became really good friends. You know, once I got rolling with everything. But there again, times change very quickly,
right?
And it's all about the bottom line anymore. So that's why I don't know who it was before brought up about cooking from scratch. I like that.
That's Annie, our urban home.
From our urban homestead. Yeah. That sounds awesome, actually. But it's my brain's just gone
wonky.
It's got no, it just ran away.
Yeah.
Okay, that works too.
Yeah.
Well, that's about all I had, guys. I don't have very much more that I wanted to talk about. We've kind of stretched it out. So
I didn't mean to come on and blabble. So
no, you didn't. Fine. You actually helped us fill up the last half hour.
Yeah. Actually, it's really nice to have another chef to talk to, or ex-chef or whatever to talk to, because I don't have that. So when you come to talk, I'm like, yes.
I've been, being laid up and stuff. You think you can get caught up with stuff, but I'm subscribed to so many people that holy crap! I haven't.
You don't need to worry about me for another few weeks, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I'm just putting things on the community page, so that's it at the moment.
So, BLOO, you said you're changing your format up, you're editing and stuff.
I am. I'm changing everything up.
Hello, Deanna Elliott. Thanks for joining us.
A lot of what I've done over the last few years is teach myself new techniques on editing and testing the waters on what I like doing and stuff like that, and where I wanted things to go. And I kind of feel like I'm at the point where I want to make that changeover. Because I've been putting off stuff. And there's also days where I literally can't even walk to my bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So I need to have stuff that is ready to go and have several weeks of it, so that I don't need to worry about there's stuff coming out.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm catching up on everything that I've wanted to do, but I've been putting off, so that there's major series of stuff coming out.
Doing a lot.
Well,
So yeah, I'm doing all of that, and then there'll be the editing and the uploading. And because my internet is run by three-legged hamsters on very rusty wooden wheels, it takes a while, and I can only actually upload 2 videos a day. So yeah, it's going to take a while to get all of those up so that I can just get them going. So,
I try to go with a couple different live cooks and stuff with other people on the Wednesday show. I backed away from that a little bit because I had so much going on. I was getting burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3 channels that I do. Keto Cook, the Sunday Dinner Chef, and Seniors Food and Life with Marie.
Right.
And I have Marie. That Marie does some of the cooking and stuff like that. But that just goes. What happens, and we just put it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let that go from there. But with keto, I was starting to go with StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Recording it on StreamYard. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then just do a very little edit.
Yeah.
Okay. And put them up.
Right.
They seem to go pretty good. They seem to start going pretty well with it. Okay. And it was a lot easier to do, but I had a lot more wires hanging, from different cameras and stuff like that. So I'm going on my 4th year doing this, and I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Sometimes at the editing, I tell you, keep all weapons away from me, hammers, whatever, because I'll beat the hell out of the computer because, you get going with something, all of a sudden, where'd that go? Where'd the picture go? What happened?
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. I hear that. Hi, Deanna.
I've been considering my Sunday live turning that into my video drop day.
Right.
Because I need to be putting more videos out. But when you hold the 3 lives in a week and you got a video plus the collaborations, it becomes overwhelming. It does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of been toying with that idea, but I'm still deciding.
Like if you listen to all the different people telling you what to do and everything like that, and you keep changing stuff around, you drive yourself insane. And I think you do push people away from that one. My whole idea is with keto, this is how I eat. Okay. I get a lot of flack from people like from Keto Chow and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Well, you'll never get sponsored. Well, I never asked you to sponsor me. So
right.
You can shove it. I don't care what you do with it. Okay.
Right.
And then, but with the Sunday Dinner show, Chef, I feel more of that relaxed.
Yeah.
Because you're doing what you're enjoying. You're not forcing.
You're doing what you love.
Yeah.
And it just seems to go a little bit more, and I try to have a little bit different attitude, and Marie says, you don't scream as much.
Funny that. See, I found myself just chilling out completely.
Right.
By doing the process that I'm doing, I've completely chilled out. There is no pressure. There is no panic. There is no worry. There is no concern about days and stuff, because I know that each thing that I'm doing will end up being a series of videos that is going to take several weeks to come out. So then I have another several weeks to come up with the next thing, so there is no panic anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I remember younger days going through a 50-pound bag of onions, probably in about 15 minutes, peeling them, right? Zap, 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 zap. I did one the other day about last week or 2 weeks ago on keto about stress.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, stress and this and that. And one part of it, I grabbed the onion, tried to cut the onion. I started shaking with the onion.
Yeah.
Really?
I wanted to throw it down. But it can get to you. But the whole idea is, as you can see me sort of like calm down to the end of it. In the beginning, you could see I was like,
right.
And that was the one where I was parked in the parking lot and the car parked next to me, and I couldn't get out.
I couldn't believe that when I seen that. I was like, really?
Wow.
Marie said on the way home, Marie was sitting like holding up onto the dashboard because I was yelling and screaming. She said, "You handled that rather well."
Oh, Marie cracks me up. She's funny. I love it.
As like Tanny, he gets really upset because I get quite loud in the kitchen if things go a little bit sideways. He goes, "Will you stop yelling at me?" I'm like, "I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the pot." It's like, I said, "Just leave. Get out."
I love it. I love it when I do that and Patty peeks her head around the corner. Really?
All right. Or I'll think I do everything. I have a watch that's a remote for the camera, and sometimes you hit it and that just I think it's on and it's off, and then when I click onto it, go to shut it off, then it turns it on. Or that's some great footage. You should hear the language on that one.
Oh yeah,
you son of a
yeah. And if you didn't swear before you went into catering, you sure as hell did afterwards.
You come out like a truck driver, for crying out loud.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What? Nothing. My computer just started. Something's going on and I don't know what it is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So the other one that I found was that the only way you weren't left in the kitchen before service, that 10 minute block where everyone makes a mad dash out for a fag or to the bathroom, right? The only way you didn't get lumbered with watching everybody else's stuff was to be smoking with them.
Yeah. See, in every place that I worked, I refused to have yelling.
Yeah.
No yelling here. One person, expediter, is going to call it out, and that's it. Nobody else yells. You don't belittle anybody. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. So, whoa, hello.
Good grief. Okay.
My computer started doing things it shouldn't be doing, so I'm cutting this off because I don't know what's going on.
Thanks for having me up, Tony. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. Anytime. You're welcome back.
We need to catch up outside of here.
Yes.
Okay.
You should come play our game on Tuesday night. That's what you should do.
Hey. What?
Well, I just like I said, Wednesday was when I got my knee taken care of, so I didn't know which way I was going. So
no, I get it.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Everybody, thank you for coming. Thanks for everybody that modded. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, Michelle.
Bye.
Bye.